attention. We're gonna teach you something real special. Real special today. This is 2 coins. 2 coins. 2 coins. My boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing 2 sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
And welcome back to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm your brother Wally, the other side of the coin. Today's episode is brought to you by consistency and persistence. Because, man, we at it again.
2 weeks in a row. You feel me?
Episode 2 virtual now. So we kind of getting the hang of it a little bit.
Hey, nah, facts, man. I love it. You know what I mean? Let's start off light, man. How's your day been? How's your week been?
I mean, it's Tuesday, so, it's been going.
It's been going. It's crazy how we really got, like, opposite schedules, bro. Like, you asked me, bro. It's been a beautiful day. Woke up, shot a video.
Yeah.
Came back, ran some errands. I sit back, bro. Like, I got to remind myself, like, some Mondays, like, I'll be walking to the store. I'm like, hey, happy Monday. And everybody's just like, man, it's fucking Monday. What you go at?
Like, fuck off.
I'm over here like, damn, bro. This is my Saturday.
Like, why is everybody in a grumpy mood?
Hey, it's literally kind of like the same energy people walk into a bar or a restaurant on a weekend, all joyous and fucking like, hey, yeah, we're having fun today. Yeah, buddy, it's the middle of my work week. What can I get you?
It's like you're 11 a.m. on a Wednesday type shit.
Man.
That's the Bay Area coming up. Man. That was funny.
Shit, man. Let's go ahead and just kick it right off. You know what I mean?
Yes,
we got
sir.
chairs, we got Alabamas, we got boats, we got it all, man. But,
Hey, shout out to them boys in Alabama, man.
Bro, you know what? Before we get too deep into it, this was maybe 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Out in Alabama on a boat dock, there was a security guard. He, just doing his job, telling these folks that, you can't park your fucking boat here. Go park somewhere else. They had a nice ass yacht. They, you know what I mean? These people had money, so they were like, no, me and my money is gonna park the boat right here. You're not gonna tell us nothing.
Yeah.
One thing led to another, and these 4 dudes, white dudes, proceeded to jump this black security guard. And, he said the fuck it, took the hat off, pop, and just squared up. They hella fucking suckered him and, literally jumped his ass. And then
Hey, don't forget about the nigga who swam across shore.
Oh, yeah, no, we get to that. So they jump at this man right now, and, bystanders, people around see this, and they help the man, you know what I mean? Other black folks come to his rescue, but he ain't need rescuing, but, 4 against 1 is tough for anybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody came in. It was a huge racial brawl, you know what I mean? Can't say the first of its kind in Alabama, it is Alabama, but
yeah.
Going back to what you said, shout out to old boy that swam from the boat, got up, took his shoes off. He's like, I bet. Who won it?
Also, shout out to the big homie with the chair that was just whacking niggas left and right. Like, bro, you see how he did that one lady?
Foul.
Gave her fucking CTE. Good, man.
But see, the crazy thing is all that shit happened unnecessary. Park your boat somewhere else.
For real, like, what the fuck are you doing putting hands on somebody who's just doing their job? In all seriousness. But, hey, that was honestly, like, before I, like, found out the backstory and just saw, like, the viral clips, I was sitting there just, like, giddy as hell, laughing my ass off, like, fist bumping, like I'm watching Game 7 of the finals, like, yeah, get his ass! Get his ass! Like, bro, it was the happiest I've been in a minute, bro, like...
Hey, that emotion right there, man, that speaks volumes for, like, you know what I mean, the climate right now in America.
Yeah, bro. Because everybody's, like, I should say, like, most people who are black have been in a situation where they wish they could have done that to a white person. You know what I mean? On some bullshit. So I'm glad bro threw up his little hat. They said that was his fucking bat signal. And then he summoned everybody else, and they got to work, man. It was fucking entertaining as hell.
Hey, you know what? After every, like, and you know what's wild, bro? Like, you remember the whole riots that happened in the at the office at the Capitol building?
Yeah.
And then that was considered a patriotic shit. I don't know, man. This entire brawl was a lot more patriotic. It feel like a whole group of people got their get back finally.
That shit made me proud to be an American.
Proud to be an American. Park your boat.
There we go. That's the beauty and spirit of America coming out.
But nah, man, that shit was wild. That was a dub for,
Black America.
So speaking of conflicts and confrontations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's the recent events with Tory Lanez and everything that went down with Meg Thee Stallion. We just found out that boy Tory Lanez got 10 years for shooting baby girl in the foot.
How old is he?
I want to say 28, 29, or
This can be
31.
verified. 1 second. Hold on. 1 second. See, this is the beauty of having a laptop in front of you while you're popping.
Like,
He's 31.
So he probably gonna get out. You know what I mean? California, you do halftime usually. Be out by like 6, 7.
Is he
Still gonna be pushing 40?
Is he serving his prison sentence in California?
Yeah, because everything went down in Cali.
Damn. So what? Give me your thoughts on it first.
Like, first off, I feel like he got fucked. You know what I mean?
I mean, anybody who gets 10 years, like 10 years is a long time.
But like, not even for like killing nobody. Like, little sidebar, bro. Melly might get out off a double homicide and made a track that made him famous on it, and he might actually get off of mistrial.
Who's Melly?
Well,
it was something Melly. The dude that
Melly,
yeah.
So it's one of those. It's crazy how state laws like they vary, because obviously Melly's getting tried in Florida, which is way different than in California. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really feel like he's getting like they're making an example of him. But then I also wonder if like his immigrant status had anything to do with how much time they gave him. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a good point. Is he technically an American citizen?
He's Canadian. That's why they were saying he could have easily been deported.
But he could be a dual citizen, right? Like he can hold Canadian and American passports.
I'm pretty sure Canada offers that to its what do you call homeborn citizens? Because I know, like, obviously with us with India, we got to give up our Indian citizenship, because India and America, I guess there's some where they don't allow that dual citizenship.
Dude, that's actually a good point. I never thought about it like that. You remember Shine's case? Shine,
I was just thinking that.
To Diddy. So he got arrested in New York in 2000 because of a shooting, and they gave him 10 years, and they actually made him serve the full 10 years. And after he got out,
they deported him back.
Yeah, he's from New York, but they deported him to his home country of Belize, because he wasn't technically an American citizen. So I'm wondering if Tory will get his ass deported to Canada. But
at least you get deported to Canada versus Belize, bro. Like,
yeah, Canada's basically just another state.
Yeah, you feel me? I mean, it sucks regardless. Getting deported ain't no fucking joke, but
yeah. But I'm gonna just say this, bro. Like, I don't know too many of the details surrounding the case. Like, I didn't look into the specifics of it, to be honest with you, because I just like the older I get, the less I kind of keep up with pop culture, more or less.
Yeah.
But I know like the overall story of what happened. Like, he allegedly shot her in the foot after a drunk night out, and he is still maintaining his innocence. So I don't know. He could either be lying his ass off to try and get less time, or he could be actually innocent. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know enough details, and I wasn't there. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to be like on some conspiracy shit. All I know at this point is that a jury convicted him, and he's guilty technically, and he's maintaining his innocence. With that being said, I don't think he's gonna do the full 10 years. I think he's gonna do like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
But I also want to say that I see a lot of shit on the internet, because, you know, Meg has like a really huge fan base, deservedly so.
Nah, for sure.
But a lot of like her rabid diehard fans are like celebrating this man getting 10 years of his life thrown away in prison. I'm just like, when has that ever been cool? Like, I get celebrating somebody getting sentenced to prison or death row if they're like a serial killer or like a pedophile or some other heinous shit. But I'm like, okay, like shooting her in the foot is pretty fucked up if he actually did it. But is it fucked up enough to be celebrating a nigga getting 10 years in the slammer? Like, nobody wants to go there, bro. That's like hell on earth. Like, I don't like immediately, because I put myself in his shoes. Like, whether or not I know he did the crime or not, just me being like a man around the same kind of age bracket as him, I'm like, damn, how would I feel if I just was sitting there in a courtroom and they're like, yeah, you get 10 years. Like, bro, I'd be on my knees. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, your whole life is basically over at that point. So for people to celebrate that just doesn't really sit right with me, regardless of what the verdict actually is, you know?
Especially for a crime like this. Nah, I definitely feel you on that. Like that's some heartless shit. You know what I mean?
But that's not to dismiss like any pain or trauma or suffering that Meg has gone through.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know that many details about the case.
I mean, I'll be honest, bro. I'm biased on the Tory side. Like a lot of Meg's fans is biased on her side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying like what he should have done was right, but at the end of the day, it's just like, damn, 10 years.
10 years is a lot. And the whole thing too, it's funny that you said that because it just ends up, this whole topic just ends up being men versus women. And I don't want that to kind of like, I don't want what I'm saying to fall on the side of you're just caping for Tory, you're a misogynist, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, nah, it's just easier for me to put myself in his shoes, not knowing the full scope of what happened, you know? So
it's just on top of that, it's like, bruh, like from what I've heard, it was just like, it's not even like her leg was that fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if he shot her in the shoulder or like the thigh or like, damn, the face or the chest or the, you know what I mean? This man shot your pinky toe off and you gave him 10 years? That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
10 years is a lot of time, bro. Like, it's a lot of time, bro.
You took it. You want to take, again, even if he only does half of this shit, 3 to 5, like, you know what I mean? You taking away years from this man's life because he shot you in your pinky toe?
Dude, think, bro, 6 months in prison is too much time for anybody to handle. Imagine you get into the whole X amount of years, bro. Like, prison is no joke, bro. So, hopefully he can stand on 10 and come back because, to be honest, before this whole situation, like, maybe some of my bias is coming out, but I was always a Tory Lanez fan. Like, ever since he came out, like, I've been a fan of his music and I've always enjoyed his music. So, like, selfishly, it just kind of sucks that we're not going to be able to get any new music. Because he is a very good artist. He's talented as fuck. And is this going to make you stop listening to him? For me personally,
bro, I was literally bumping Tory earlier.
Yeah, like, I mean,
bro, like, I mean, this is another perfect example of separating the artist from their bullshit. You know what I mean? People got to do that with MJ, whatever they feel. I don't think MJ actually touched those kids, but there are people that die hard believe he did, but still listen to his music. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then even, I mean, here's an even deeper example. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like R. Kelly, you are not telling me Ignition comes on and you just saying, you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna be like? Turn that shit off. Nah, I'm gonna just vibe out until, you know, somebody runs and turns it off. Like, I get the problem with it.
I still listen to R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck.
You feel me? I mean, it's the same thing with Kanye, bro. Like, you got to separate the artist, like their music, from who they are. And I know at times, like, you can't. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Now, if like R. Kelly, I mean, he did do it. He did. I was trying to say, he violated some kids.
Hey, I was gonna say too, but just because I listen to their music doesn't mean I support any of the actions. I don't care about niggas' personal life. I feel the same way about athletes, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do in your personal life. And what R. Kelly did was disgusting. But he still made great music that I'm not gonna fucking stop listening to if it comes on. I'm fucking sorry. Like, and me being a rap fan, bro, there's a lot of rappers that I listen to that I'm like, this nigga is corny. And if I saw him in the street, I probably wouldn't even say, hey, I'm a huge fan, or try to get like a signature or something. I'm just like Drake, for example, love his music. Think he's kind of a goofy.
Bro, if you see Drake in public, you're gonna go say what's up.
I don't think I would, bro, personally.
Who the fuck you think, bro? I feel that. You just not even gonna be like,
I'd be like, whoa, that's Drake, but I'm not gonna be one of the millions of dudes that runs up on and be like, can I get an autograph? Hey man,
well, no, not an autograph. I'm like, you telling me Drake walked by, you ain't gonna dap him up?
Like, if I'm in the street by myself and Drake is walking down the street by himself,
yeah,
that would never happen. First of all, but if that happened, then yeah, I'd be like, hey, huge fan, that's it. But I say that to say, like, I'm not necessarily fond of him as a person based on what I know watching him as an artist for the past 10 years, but I fuck with his music. Same shit with The Game. I think The Game is the biggest cornball in rap, but I like his music. You know what I mean? I think LeBron is a corny ass dude, but to me, he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Like, I'm able to separate your personal life from your craft because me personally, I don't give a fuck what you do outside of the medium that I watch you in.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, bruh, it's just one of those, like, I just know approaching somebody even if you talking shit, it's still approaching somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Perfect example, bro. Like when I ran into Paul George in fucking Vegas, this was like probably what, like when maybe 2016, 2017. Bro, that dude walked up. I was like, "Oh shit, you Paul George?" He like, "Yep, that's me." I'm like, "You better get your ass whooped in the playoffs," and I kept it pushing. You know what I mean?
Did you get mad?
I mean, bro, he was salty as fuck. Like he looked at me like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
This dude's 6'9", looking at this motherfucker that's like this little chubby 5'8", 5'9" motherfucker. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get my ass whooped in the playoffs. And then fast forward, you got your ass whooped in the playoffs. So I'm just saying, like, even like I'll acknowledge famous people, like, you know what I mean? Even if I don't fuck with you, just talk
I mean,
shit.
yeah, if I'm within earshot. But like the Drake example, bro, like I don't
You
think there's
talking
ever
about like if you're at a concert, he happens to walk by like 50 feet away, you're not sprinting over there like Drake. Like,
yeah, dude. Like,
yeah, nah, I got you.
I mean, that's not to say I would never do that. Like, I would do that for somebody that I'm a huge fan of. Pause, but like, not on some I'm on your dick type shit. You know what I mean? Let's just change topics now.
Nah, I feel you, man. Hey, look, bro, we talk about artists that we fuck with, all that stuff. But you know what I mean? Hopefully Tory does good. You know what I mean? Got my condolences to Meg. You know what I mean? Hope that little toe is all good. So now let's just go ahead and just shift to just hip hop music, specifically the West Coast. You posted this shit earlier today. They had just made this announcement. Shout out to Blxst Bino teasing us with a Sixtape 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They haven't missed yet.
I'm gonna let you go ahead with this one, bro. Fucking give me your thoughts on what you expect from this.
Bro,
Give them a rundown of what the Sixtape series is.
So yeah, Sixtapes. Yeah, Sixtape is just like a mixtape that Blxst and Bino Rideaux, two artists from LA that they collaborate on like yearly, right? Or like every 2 years or some shit. When was the last?
Every 2 years.
Last one was
last one
2021.
Yeah.
They usually drop it right around the end of summer, so just in time. So
you know what's crazy? Like, not to cut you off, that's actually a smart time to drop a project like that. Because then now it's like you got something to fuck with a shorty, couple shorty, whatever the fuck you do during the wintertime. Like,
and
it's all like,
they make perfect summer music, though.
Bro, and it carries over.
Yeah, and it has
like,
a lot of
party. But yeah, go ahead though.
Hey, so yeah, I mean that's basically the rundown of it. Like, so they're dropping their third one this year. When did they say? September 1st?
September, yeah, beginning of September. I think Labor Day weekend. That Monday.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, they're the modern day LA rap Kobe and Shaq, low key.
And it works, man. And it works.
It works. They have great chemistry, bro.
Like, and you know what the wild thing is? Like, from the first Sixtape to the second one, there was a noticeable progression just in quality music. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like there is not a single skippable track on Sixtape 2.
I still go back to it every now and then.
You feel me? But it's also one of those projects kind of like To Pimp a Butterfly, but in this way, there was no skippables, and when you play it, you find yourself just going, oh shit, I just listened to the whole track. And that's because each track is like a minute 30 to 2 minutes 30.
Their projects are like 30 to 45 minutes. They're easily digestible.
And like when you got that kind of cohesion between tracks, like it works.
Yeah, and they just have a specific sound, like an LA sound. I think Blxst is probably the bigger artist.
100%. But Bino got his own sound that meshes well with it, though.
Yeah, Bino's like hella creative, bro. You know what I mean?
Like, he's a smart mumble rapper.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like he got to a point where I'm like, and I was telling my homies this too, like when we saw him in Oakland, I think it was a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, like it don't even matter. Like I don't have to understand a word he says, bro, because he's one of those artists where kind of like Young Thug, to where he uses his voice as an instrument, and it just like collaborates well with the other, instruments in the background of the beat. It's like his voice complements all that. It doesn't even matter what he's saying. So it's just all about his cadence and his rhythm and delivery. So if they go on tour again, hopefully they do like a joint tour, because they tour separate. So if they do a joint tour, I'm definitely pulling up.
Oh, a Sixtape tour will be lit, especially now this is the third. We talking about numbers of 3, powers of 3. So you know what I mean. That's gonna be right.
Yeah, I'm just nervous because like before we saw Bino, 2 years ago, I think a couple months before that, Blxst was doing a solo tour, and I remember trying to get tickets like 30 minutes after he dropped the link, and that shit was already sold out, just like that. I feel like in California especially, like his shit will sell out so quick.
Yeah,
they do like a pre-sale or something, I gotta jump on that.
Nah, fact shit. we'll stay tuned for it then, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And shit, get off this music thing real quick. I kind of just saw this article, like kind of speak on it. So I figured we might as well talk about it. But the whole movie, The Blind Side, you've seen that, right? It's like about Michael Oher. Like most people have. It's a cult classic. You feel me? Like a story about prosperity, the struggle, and the triumph. Like, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Sandra Bullock.
Shout out to Sandra Bullock. You know what
Elite
I mean?
Milk.
A loosely based story off of the life of Michael Oher, an NFL, you know what I mean, offensive tackle.
Yeah.
But so he ended up claiming. So in the movie, pretty much he's like this orphan who has this talent for football, and pretty much Sandra Bullock and her family, they play the Tuhoys. I don't think hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. The Tuhoy family. And they adopt him, take him under their wing, and then, you know what I mean, next thing you know, he's in the NFL. And shout out to the family for believing in a young black boy and, you know what I mean, putting money in him and all that shit. So long story short, Michael Oher came out and said that he never really got adopted by the family, you know what I mean? And that they're pretty much, like a lot of what that was said in the movie wasn't actually true. And then what's crazy to find out, he was already a prospect before they even adopted him, you know what I mean? But so I say all this to say, my bad, I didn't cut you off. I say all this to say, like, what are your thoughts on, even if it is somebody trying to profit off of misinformation, or like that family trying to profit off of, like, yeah, they probably helped Michael, or they you know what I mean, they for sure probably like changed the trajectory of his life, but then to go out and change the narrative, like, what's your thoughts on something like that?
So is he like formally suing them?
Nah, I don't think he's suing them.
So he just came out and said to the media, like, hey, these niggas was lying. They never really adopted me.
Yeah. You
so,
think
like,
it really makes a difference in his success story?
I don't think so. I don't think he really did it out of malice for them. I think he probably did it just to set the record straight and say, hey, like, the film was loosely based on my life, but there's some things that were incorrect for the sake of filming, and I feel like I got to come out publicly and clear it up because it might be hindering some of what he's trying to do in his personal life. I don't know. Maybe he runs into some people that like form first impressions on him based on their name and his name and the fact that they saw the movie, and it might interfere with some things he's trying to do in his personal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, so let me give you this information before you continue, just because I feel like this actually. So the Tuhoys negotiated a deal with 20th.
I think it's Tuohy's, if I remember the film correctly. Yeah.
The Tuohy's negotiated a deal with the 20th Century Fox that left Oher without any payment for the rights to his name, likeliness, and life story, while the Tuohy family received a contract price of $225,000 and 2.5% of the film's net proceeds. The film grossed over $300 million, and Oher pretty much, I guess, he didn't make any money off of that film.
So I mean, he should be formally suing them instead of going to the public.
You think that formal suing is I mean, it's probably coming up.
No, look, the smart thing for him would have been to just get a lawyer and be like, hey, I'm publicly, formally suing now. Come out with it that way, because now he's giving them time to lawyer up, you know? Because they probably know the suit is coming. But I don't know, maybe, because the movie did depict him as like a really kind-hearted dude.
Yeah.
So maybe this is him just giving it one last shot for them to make it right before he actually does get his hands dirty with, you know, legal stuff.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to take it there. I mean, bro, that's fucked up. Like, y'all made that much money off of his name and what you did for him, and then because I know
that's exploitation, bro. That's exploitation.
The definition of, because you know in their eyes, they're over here looking at it like, oh, well, you made it to the NFL, you made millions off of that. It's just like you still eating off of my name.
It almost borders on extortion, bro.
Damn. Yeah.
Like, because I'm the main character in the movie. The movie is about my life. Y'all are secondary characters. And so for me, it's like, what reason do you have for claiming all the money that the movie grossed? Like, what entitles you to that money? Just because you sat down with the producers, or?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, so peep this. Based off of what it grossed and what their percentage was, the Tuohy family made $7.5 million off the movie.
And they didn't even really need that money like that.
Sharks
Like,
being
come
sharks,
on.
bro.
Nah, this nigga need to lawyer. He need to get nasty with him. I'm sorry. Like, I
Poor
get they give you shelter and shit, but you can't be having all that compassion out here, my boy. You gotta go get your rightfully earned money.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be different if the Tui family was struggling too, and they use that money to like help the rest of the family. Like, you know what I mean?
But the fact that they didn't even give him a dime is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
Because then that makes me just question your intentions from the get go. Like, why are you taking this black dude in and giving him all this attention and shelter, and just for you to eventually profit off of him and dictate where he goes to school? I don't know. I didn't know all the details that you just mentioned. So now to me it seems fishy.
yeah. Not true that. Well, I mean, I guess we just gotta sit and wait, see what happens, what's coming forward. But
Yeah, hopefully the brother doesn't get railroaded in court. Pause.
well, hey man, shout out to AI for this transition. From gridiron tales to global courts, the world of basketball is experiencing some notable changes. FIBA basketball, bro. I would have never thought I'd be so hyped for this.
Nigga said from gridiron tales to global courts. Oh, the chat GPT prompt is cracking.
Man, bro, they be helping us a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, salute.
That's why we out here, you know what I mean? Just trying to stay ahead of the fucking game.
But no, my bad. Didn't mean to sidetrack you.
Nah, it's all good. The track is on point. Nah, that was a dad joke like a motherfucker. But nah, dead ass though. So, FIBA basketball, bro. What's your thoughts on global basketball right now?
I think if we give it 10, maybe like I'd say 10 to 20 years, basketball is going to reach the global appeal of where football/soccer is right now.
Yeah.
Because football is like the universal language. Like, for example, like any European soccer club can have a starting 11 from essentially like 11 different countries. And what unites them is the love of the game. I feel like the NBA especially is transitioning towards that. The EuroLeague now, once because they're propping up more talent. So once the EuroLeague just gets their money up and functions kind of similarly to the NBA, there's going to be a lot more talent distribution. Like, it's not all just going to be in the NBA anymore. Like, it's going to be a matter of us having to check in with leagues in Europe and leagues in America, which is the NBA, and leagues in Canada and leagues in Australia, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I feel like talent's just going to be everywhere, and it's going to follow the same format as soccer. Like, it's already starting to follow the same format as soccer, especially with the UEFA Champions League and stuff. We talked about it a couple episodes ago, how the NBA is doing like an in-season tournament.
Yeah.
They're following the same soccer format, and I think it's going to work, bro. Like there's sports where you can, like, the rules and governance can be transitioned from like one to the other. And I've noticed too on social media and stuff, a lot of soccer fans and basketball fans, vice versa, are becoming new fans of the opposite sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of crossover happening, and I think basketball just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Like, it's not just an American sport like we knew it was 5 years ago. Now it's truly global.
But I mean, you're 100% right with all those points, bro. Like, and what's crazy about it too, I mean, it goes back to like the essence of why soccer is so global. All you need is a ball.
Yep.
With basketball, you're just adding one other element, a basket. It doesn't even need to be like a state official regulated basket. There are people playing with a ball in a egg crate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, you just need a ball and something to put the ball in, which is essentially the same thing you're doing in soccer.
Yep.
You know what
and
I mean?
I don't like
And,
give it.
and really, it's my bad. I didn't cut you off. It's crazy how both the sports does not use the other the other set of limbs for their sport. You use your leg in basketball, it's a kickball. You use your hand in soccer, that's a penalty.
It's true, but like basketball, all the movements are with the upper body. Football's all with the lower body. But if you have a weak upper body in soccer, you're gonna suck. And if you have a weak lower body in basketball, you're gonna suck because your explosiveness comes from your hips and legs.
Yeah.
And soccer, like, if you watch closely, like, especially like the strikers up top, they got to be big, strong motherfuckers because
they got to be able to hold their own.
Yeah, the center backs be literally throwing elbows and tackling. You got to be able to box them out for like crosses and shit.
And you know what the wild thing is too is like with soccer and basketball, those are also the two sports where you and one other person can play together and get better.
Facts.
Like, obviously tennis is the epitome of that. You know what I mean? Golf is a one-on-one. You can play with two people, and But just as far as like everything we named before, where you just need with basketball, you just need two things. With soccer, you just need two things. You know what I mean? Like even with basketball, bro, you can even do with like what people do with soccer and like different like you paint a goal on the wall. You can paint a box on the fucking. Like, there are people that paint a box on a wall and then dribble with the basketball. Like you're doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Just
as
a
long
different
as
set of limbs.
you can literally play with a soccer ball. Like I've seen it happen in Sudan. You play with a soccer ball, and you have like a milk crate nailed to like one end of a wall, and then a milk crate nailed to the other end of the wall, and then you just dribble around with the soccer ball, bro. It works.
Yeah.
You got to make do with what you have. Niggas are resourceful out there, bro.
Nah, facts, man. And it's crazy. So I really think this is gonna be a great thing for the sport in itself. And bro, perfect example like this year, bro. I really think the Canadian team could fuck around and just take it.
The Canadian national team,
Bro, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dylan
Jamal Murray.
Brooks, Lou Dort,
Jamal Murray.
Jamal. He's not playing this year.
Oh yeah, because he just won a championship.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. He also comes from Canada.
The fact that he's on their squad.
I'm trying to give me 1 second. Hold on. Who's their center? But I say all that to say, like you got other teams now, like multiple different teams whose players are just
France, Australia. Like look at France's lineup and Australia's lineup. Australia got like if Ben Simmons before Ben Simmons, was they had Ben Simmons, Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, fucking there's a bunch of other Dante Exum,
yep.
Aaron Baines. That's a solid squad, bro. France, like obviously you had Tony Parker back in the day. Now you got Gobert. Now you got Wembanyama. Now you got Batum. Now you got all these guys, bro. Like the NBA is really global.
Nah, it's getting super global, bro. Oh, I was thinking, my bad. Going back to the Canada's team, Kelly Olynyk, Corey Joe, R.J. Barrett, Nickeil Alexander Walker, Shai's cousin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, they got a solid squad. Like I said, Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort. Like,
no, they got a squad, bro.
It's one of those like the U.S. ain't running away with shit like they were doing just a couple years ago. Just but.
Even, bro, like the Eastern European teams, like Slovenia, bro. Slovenia has Luka and Dragic as their 1-2 punch. Like, I know Dragic is a little bit older, but he plays a lot better on the national team. So
I mean, it's a different game, bro. Different rules.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't need like that good of a supporting cast to make it deep. In Serbia, they got Jokic and fucking the Hawks, Bogdanovic. And bro, like they got some talent, bro. They got some talent out there.
Nah, it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see like the growth these next couple of years, and especially like I think we kind of touched on it last time about like the money, especially like a place like Saudi Arabia is able to give its soccer players. Like, fast forward 10 years, now we got actual leagues set up in Europe. Not actual leagues. You got the entire Euro League, and you know what I mean. You got the Israeli League and all that. But like, staple leagues where it's just one of those. Like, I could definitely see at some point the NBA being a league that's a part of something like the Champions League for football.
Exactly. That's where it's going. The NBA is not going to be just like dominating the whole sport of basketball. It's still going to be at the top, the apex, but there's going to be other leagues that they're going to have to compete with.
Yeah, so I mean, it'll be interesting to see, man. Well, hey, man, speaking of stars, let's craft our ideal cast, man. So, like, you know what I mean? Some to just send us off. Give me your starting 5 of actors and actresses.
Starting 5. At point guard, I got... No, I'm just kidding.
Like, let me put it this way. You want to make a movie. Give me your top 5 actors and actresses that you're putting in this movie.
So I'm going to do 3 actors and probably 2 actresses.
It's all good.
Denzel.
Okay.
Would be in there. Leo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Would be in there.
Hey, before you keep going, let's do it this way, just so that way, like, you know what I mean, we really got to pull out the bag, and I'm going to let you have those first 2. We'll just go back and forth. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you took Denzel and Leo off the board. Fuck you and fuck you kindly. I'm gonna go ahead and take Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Will Smith, okay.
Backhand slaps and all. And I'm just doing it for my people, bro. Priyanka Chopra.
Hey, she's a good actress though, bro.
That'll be my 1-2 punch real quick.
What was the last movie she was in? I forgot.
Man, you asked the wrong person, bro. I remember the movies that I watched with her growing up. Like,
Hey, speaking of movies, not to interrupt, but did you see Oppenheimer?
nah, is that on Netflix or what?
It came out in theaters.
You said Oppenheimer?
Yeah, we'll go in detail after we list our starting five.
Okay.
So I said what? Denzel, Leo. My third would be. It's gonna be a weird one, but I'm gonna go Joaquin Phoenix, bro.
Okay.
Underrated actor, dog.
I'm gonna go Samuel.
Hey, Samuel L. is a fucking good one. Just
I'm
because we gave her a
also
shout
trying
out.
to think of, like, how they're gonna like work together in this movie. You know what I mean?
I'll give my fourth one just because we gave her a shout out earlier. Sandra Bullock, underrated as well.
So I got it's Will, Priyanka, Samuel. Oh,
I'm writing my shit down, so I'm gonna forget.
Salma Hayek, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah, Salma Hayek's elite.
Salma Hayek and Priyanka Chopra gonna be playing well together. I got Will Smith and Samuel too. You know what I mean? It's a nice little starter for her.
For my fifth, bro, I gotta throw in Auntie Viola Davis, bro.
You know, it's crazy. I was thinking that.
Excellent actress.
I feel it. How to Get Away with Murder is so crazy. How many times she pissed me off and got me excited at the same time, but you know what I mean?
Bruh.
Shout out to a recent role. Mama, I didn't cut you off. The fuck, I was about to say the Lion King, the fucking Woman Queen or the Woman King.
The Lion King.
The Woman King, bro.
The Woman King
killed that shit.
She bodied that role, bro. She was the shining star in that movie.
Right,
she's 58, bro. That's crazy. She's 58. What? 58 years old.
I mean, sound about right.
She's killing it, man.
I just went down a whole list of like. So I was watching sidebar. I was watching Greg Popovich's fucking Hall of Fame speech earlier. And just looked it up. Oh shit, he's 74. Went down the list of just old people. So when you say 59, I'm like, bro, I was over here looking at Coach K, 77, Biden, 80, fucking Nancy Pelosi, 84. Like,
when you have time, look up a list of the oldest senators and congressmen. You'll be surprised. Niggas are in there at 90 years old, fucking dictating our policy.
Crazy.
Like,
I digress. All right, for my number 5th, I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't thinking about this at first, but I feel like he would add a fucking twist to this movie that I got these 4 in already. It's gonna be Will Smith, Priyanka Chopra, Samuel Davis.
See me, Samuel L. Jackson?
Did I say Samuel Davis?
Samuel Davis.
L. Jackson. My high ass, bro. And then fucking Salma Hayek and Ryan Gosling.
Hey, Ryan Gosling is a good actor, bro.
Bro, that motherfucker is hilarious. Like, he plays himself in every fucking movie. He has that Kevin Hart kind of thing. Only difference is, you know, he can just play a lot more roles.
Yeah. Have you seen the Barbie movie yet?
I haven't, bro. I need to find me a female that's gonna go watch it, and I happen to watch it with her. But
you can't pull up by yourself, bro. You gotta go with a chick.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You gotta either pull up with your female or you gotta pull up with your daughter.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? And I don't got either right now, so.
But
you know, people in the comments, if we had comments, would be like, "Man, look at this guy. I think he's so cool. He can't go sit down and watch Ken." No, I can't, y'all.
No, but from what I've heard from people who've seen the movie, is that he actually.
AKA when I went and watched it with my sister the other day.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm planning on watching it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I heard it's a good movie though.
What was the one movie that he was with Steve Carell, where Steve Carell's like a recently divorced guy?
Oh yeah, he teaches him how to fucking like start picking up women.
Yeah,
bro, I can't.
He teaches Steve Carell how to not be a dweeb, basically.
It is oh my god, and Emma Stone's in that movie.
Yeah, Emma Stone's in that movie.
Let me see what was
I have to look it up now.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love, bro. He bodied that shit.
Yeah, that was more of a serious role that he had.
Yeah, bro. I saw a meme.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Oh my god, I just realized, not Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds. That's who I wanted to say.
Ryan Reynolds.
Like
Tomato.
Nah, like because Ryan Reynolds is the comic relief of every movie he's in, and he's really great comic relief.
Ryan Reynolds is a funny ass nigga, though.
You feel me? So that's who I say. So run it back. It's Will Smith, Priyanka Chopra, Samuel L. Jackson, Salma Hayek, and fucking Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not gonna lie. I think my list shits on yours.
Well, yeah, bro. You took Denzel and fucking Leo off the board.
Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joaquin.
This man got KD and Stephanie's like, yeah, I think Clay, Draymond, and Looney shits on your five. Like,
Bro, Denzel, Leo, Joaquin Phoenix, Sandra Bullock, Viola Davis. It don't matter who my starting five is because I already knew who my director was beforehand. It's Quentin Tarantino. He can make any cast work.
Yeah, I'm not good with directors, bro. So I'm not even gonna try to. It's like I be thinking I watch movies, and so I like sit around with motherfuckers that watch movies. Like I remember, like when me and DJ first get to know each other. Yeah, man, you like movies, man. I love movies. Brett starts running down. Like I was like, yeah, man. You know what? I guess I don't love movies, man. It's like the same shit. The other day I was talking to the homie about fucking battle rap. Bro, I love watching battle rap. All this shit. Brett started naming fucking. He started going deep in the rabbit hole. I'm like, yeah, I guess I don't like battle rap, bro. Like,
but movie heads are really into movies. Like they have a whole catalog of hundreds of thousands of movies that they've seen.
You feel me?
So I knew early on not to call myself a movie head.
I just like movies, dog. Like what?
Yeah. But yeah, no, these niggas love movies. Like, but honestly though, like movie going and movie watching and like just anything related, that's like an actual like legitimate hobby.
Nah, that's crazy.
Because you can be like a freelance critic and shit like that.
I mean, shit, it's money in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, damn, bro. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take us out with the intro. You know, it's been.
From racial tensions to basketball tournaments and movie claims, today's episode has traversed a wide gamut of topics. We look forward to diving deeper into these subjects and many more in our upcoming episode. Stay tuned. Shout out to ChatGPT for the prompt. Dog.
Man, that shit is. I swear to God, that last line, I just, I didn't even peep it until you sent it to me.
That shit said transversed a wide gamut of topics. You mean talked about a lot of shit? Like, bro, just simplify it.
Well, shit, man, we got another one in the books, though, for real.
Yes, we do.
This shit was good. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for staying locked in with us. You know what I mean?
And stay tuned because the next one's going to be in person.
Shit. Let's
we'll talk about that offline. But yeah, it's going to be in person, y'all.
Nah, facts. It's your boy, Ronnie.
And on behalf of the Two Coin Podcast, it's your other side of the coin while lead signing out this motherfucker. Yeet!
You see that, man? I see you flexing, bro. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He like, yo, I a little bit.
You know what I mean? Ladies, I'm single. Huh?